A high-stakes presentation. Last week I delivered a high-stakes presentation to senior management outlining our new project proposal. Right from the outset I felt my nerves getting the better of me. My voice wavered and I clung to my notes like a lifeline. It was far from a smooth start, and for a moment I feared I'd completely lose my footing. Fortunately, after the first few minutes I managed to steady myself. The jitters began to fade and I slipped into a more natural rhythm. In any presentation, the real challenge is keeping your audience engaged, and this one was no exception. A few attendees were clearly distracted, either gazing out the window or scrolling through their phones. At one point I sensed the energy in the room dipping and I knew I had to think on my feet. To regain momentum, I paused deliberately, posed a direct question, and reshaped my delivery on the fly. That moment of improvisation gave me a much-needed boost, and I could feel the room leaning back in. In hindsight, that pivot was a turning point. That day was a reminder that presenting isn't just about relaying information, it's about forging a connection. Timing, tone, and audience awareness are just as critical as content. I still need to work on pacing myself and resisting the urge to cram slides with unnecessary data. But I walked away with sharper self-awareness and a renewed sense of confidence in my ability to hold the floor when it counts. High stakes. It was a high-stakes meeting with potential investors. Cling to something. I clung to my notes and took a deep breath. To lose your footing. I was afraid I would get distracted and lose my footing. To think on your feet. I had to think on my feet and come up with a new strategy. Regain momentum. I tried to regain momentum by asking a direct question. Reshape my delivery. I paused for a moment and reshaped my delivery. Forge a connection. We need to forge a connection with the audience. Relay information. Good communication is more than simply relaying information. Hold the floor. It takes experience to really hold the floor.